Ladies and gentlemen, American Jury and Bulldog Nation, there are four major news items that came out of the tri-state yesterday that I would like to comment on because I think they're significant and deserve the Bulldog weighing in. First, Don Gentry. The Kentucky Supreme Court issued an opinion yesterday, basically, in reality, practicality, ending Don Gentry's judicial career. It's over. Now, she can file a petition for rehearing. My guess is that maybe she won't. But Don Gentry has been the victim of an incredible, vindictive, bogus witch hunt from the system, from Judge Patricia Summy, from Judge Chris Mailing, and all of their cohorts down at the old courthouse. Linda Bramlage from Boone County. Let's go get another judge. They got Lisa Bushelman, now they got Don Gentry. Judicial Conduct Commission is a freaking joke. All of the stuff that they accused Don Gentry of amounted to nothing. Even if it was all true, wow, she had sex. Divorced woman. You know, it just go, oh, there was some music in her chambers. I mean, it's unbelievable what they did to Don Gentry. But it's worse than that because it is indicative of the entire system and how biased and bogus it is. And you know why that system stays biased and bogus? Because lawyers are a bunch of wussies. Do you know how many lawyers sent me texts being glad that I'm speaking out defending Don Gentry? Somebody who I've never met. They won't speak out and defend her. No. They just let it all happen because they're worried that the Bar Association or the Judicial Conduct Commission will come after them. Well, there's one person in Northern Kentucky who doesn't give a damn, and that's me. So I guess I'm the only one that gets to speak out about this crap. Don Gentry should not. Do you know what I know about judges and the personal conduct? And they don't go through the same scrutiny as Don Gentry. Far worse than her. Linda Bramlage is the family court judge in Boone County. Her personal and professional conduct is out off the charts during her time sitting on that bench. It's unbelievable. How come this has never came against her? Chris Mailing is a judicial gangster. Patricia Summy is one of the worst human beings you want to ever meet or cross. Wicked. What they did to Judge Bush, everybody knows in the judicial, those people in the legal community all know what they did to poor Lisa Bushelman, and now they do it again to Don Gentry. Well, they can't do anything to me. Judge Summy, Judge Mailing, and all your cohorts, shame on you. And I guess what? You've seen what I do. I'm coming for you. You're going to enjoy some of the future shows that I'm going to do about what I know about you. Unbelievable. Lockdowns. Restaurants are back in business. I'm proud to say that the Dieter's Law had a wonderful Christmas dinner in Walt's Hitching Post last night. The whole gang gathered together. To my knowledge, nobody's dropped dead from COVID yet. But I got to read this to you. The Repertoire restaurant out in Florence is a restaurant that we really enjoyed going to this summer. And they posted on their Facebook page that they're tired of the unpredictability. They're going to reopen in spring because the shutdowns. I mean, can you imagine trying to run a restaurant open, close, open, close? And they basically blasted the governor. This is what they said. Without any confidence in our governor's leadership to refrain from continual, almost perpetual business impediments, we will opt for a spring relaunch. There was this woman that posted on this page, in light of what you said about the governor, I would go to your restaurant. She's a Karen, but I'm not going to go to your restaurant now because you said that. I'll guarantee you this bitch never went to Repertoire one time. I'll guarantee you this bitch thinks that Repertoire is supposed to say, oh, we're going to lose you as a customer. What kind of people? There are people walking around in this community, in this country, that have that attitude towards people wanting to survive their business. And they exist. And you know what we should do? We should scorn them. We're going to unite with all the Karens of the world. Poor Repertoire. And somebody has the nerve to bash this place. You can't make it up. The United States Supreme Court issued a decision yesterday where they refused to take the Kentucky case filed by the Kentucky Attorney General challenging the governor's shutdown of private schools, Catholic schools, private schools. And this goes on with Supreme Courts in states and Supreme Courts in this country all the time. And it's a bunch of bullshit. You know what they ruled? Well, we're not going to take this case, but the governor's shutdown of the schools is going to expire in 3 or 4 days. So if he does it again, then you can bring your case back to us and we'll hear it. The U.S. Supreme Court knows what the damn issue is before it. Decide it. You are the United States Supreme Court. Make a freaking decision. If you don't think the United States Supreme Court is its own swamp, you're crazy. It is. Every state Supreme Court is its own swamp. Do you see it? They punt all the time. The same thing with the president's issue. Decide the damn issue. Decide the issue about write-in ballots. Counting ballots after an election. Receiving ballots after an election. Decide the issue. And I know we all fawned over Gorsuch and Kavanaugh and Amy Coney Barrett because we were hoping it's better than what the Democrats would do. But I guarantee you they're already drinking wine with the Democratic justices and they're all bragging how they all still get along. It's a bunch of crock. Shame on the United States Supreme Court. It's all another swamp of its own. Decide the damn issue. When you got a chance, decide it. Think of all of the delay and all the hell everybody has to go through time and time again when the court shirks its responsibility. And don't think for a minute part of that is because they're a bunch of gosh dang lazy asses. They are. Judges, with few exceptions, are a bunch of lazy asses. And that includes Supreme Court judges. Finally, I want to talk about the Kyle Plush case. There isn't anybody that doesn't feel bad about Kyle Plush dying, how he died, so forth and so on. But I know a little bit about police misconduct cases and the standard. And I find it interesting that Al Gerhardstein, who filed this in state court, he didn't file it in federal court, and he finds a friendly Hamilton County Common Pleas judge with the politics. And then he found yesterday a friendly panel in the First District Court of Appeals. Now, the city of Cincinnati will appeal this to the Ohio Supreme Court. Now, I'm going to let you know, I'm generally on the side of the plaintiffs. It's what I do. But you know what, folks? The police department, under the law, cannot be held responsible. Nor, by the way, they found that the city has immunity, but the police officer individually do. They said it was right. Folks, they went to the parking place. They looked around. They couldn't see anything. And everybody knows there was an issue inside that van that was not caused by the police department. It's shame that that boy died. It's tragic how that boy died. But you cannot blame, under the law, that boy dying on the police. He didn't die because the police couldn't find him. He died because of what happened inside that van. Dan Hils, Support the Blues Cincy, gave a great post yesterday about it. I encourage you to check it out. But I mean, it's ridiculous. The police, but I'm going to tell you about the politics of it, and I got a personal story to share with you about Al Gerhardstein. Remember Ken Lawson, the fallen lawyer? Ken Lawson, I didn't even know him. He contacted me and wanted me to take over all of his civil rights cases. So he sent me all the files, and I got them. And somebody told me that, Eric, you might want to get Al Gerhardstein involved in this. I said, well, okay. So I called Al Gerhardstein. He comes out to the office, and we're going through these files. And that guy cracked me up, man. He only wanted the cream of the cases. He wasn't interested in fighting the battle like he tries to act like for these little guys. No, he only wanted the cream. And then when it came time for who fees, he goes, well, I think it should be based upon what work you do and blah, blah, blah. In other words, he was basically wanting to steal the good ones. Good old Al Gerhardstein. By the way, what happened in the Sam DuBose case is a joke. A joke. What was paid? Political blackmail. We'll burn down your city if you don't settle the case. Folks, I am the first person that wants to fight for somebody who's wrongfully killed, persecuted, beat up by a police officer. But some of these decisions, it's just all a bunch of crap. Totally. See, they talk about this all the time. We're a rule of law. No, we're not. The entire civil justice system and criminal justice system is its own swamp filled with political gangsters, who you know, who's the judge, so forth and so on. And they're all bought and paid for by somebody. It's disgusting, and it's real. And you know what? Bar association rules say you're not allowed to speak out about it. Imagine that. How ridiculous is that? This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Hope you have a great weekend.